What's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Gen X Army Vet here. This video comes from TikTok, and it is a topic that's going on right now, specifically over in the Washington, D.C. area / Maryland area, I guess / Virginia also, the DMV. Yeah, a lot of black people are pushing back against those that are wanting Trump out of that area. You know, as far as the National Guard, these black people are for them being there because help clean up the streets. Because apparently crime is over there. It's so bad over there right now. It's similar to The Wire. If I don't know if you guys have seen that. The Wire, they used to come on HBO back in the day, with I don't know, Bump, Nipsey, Stringer Bell, Avion Barksdale, those guys that were terrorizing the streets, killing folks, burying people in abandoned apartments, and I call it Zombieland. So yeah, it's bad over there. And a lot of people are saying that, especially like the older people, they're saying that they don't even go outside when it gets past a certain point during the day because they don't want to be caught at night because that's how bad it is. Older folks being robbed in broad daylight. But let's see what they got to say about it.
So everybody tripping about Trump releasing the National Guard out there in D.C. Everybody tripping about Trump putting the military in them towns. Well, if you're not a criminal, if you're not out there in them streets doing anything you ain't got no business doing, you don't have anything to worry about. If you're not the gunslinger, if you're not the street runner, if you're not the one that's out there being notorious in those streets, if you're not the one putting tears in parents' eyes for no reason, for things, for stuff, if you're not out there terrorizing people, just wreaking havoc on the streets, you don't have anything to worry about.
Hey, like you said, if you're not the one out there doing that stuff, if you're a law-abiding citizen just trying to go through your day without being harassed, shot at, or robbed, or being a victim of a crime, you have nothing to worry about. So it's most of these liberals and these Democrats that are complaining about everything that Trump does. Oh, he can't put the National Guard in. He can't do this to our town or whatever, our city. When the government officials that are there, the leaders that are put in place, aren't even take care of their own town, city. So the president has to do his thing, come over there, overthrow whoever's in charge over there. I don't know, but whoever's in charge over there, they're not doing a good job. Kind of like how Gavin Newsom is over California, and Karen Bass. They're letting that city and that state go to shit. So Trump is doing his best to try to help everybody out. Black people are complaining. They say, "Oh, everything's being cleaned up now. It's clear over here. I can actually walk down the street and not have to worry about some homeless guy or someone trying to shoot at me." What's the issue? It's just the Democrats are just trying to, they're complaining because he's actually doing his job compared to the last 4 years when nothing was being done.
If you're not the problem, don't make yourself the problem.
Exactly.
When the military hit them streets and they start grabbing people by the neck, I'm gonna be right there on my porch with a nice margarita, sitting there chilling, saying,
Good job.
I told you so. I mother-freaking told you so.
Let's see what these comments have to say. Say Democrats fight harder for criminals than they do anything else. Exactly. They're on the criminal side. They just don't want Trump to be right. They don't want him to win at anything. Say it louder, brother. Chicago, Atlanta, and New York will be next. Hopefully cleans up everything. I hope he come over here to Seattle, because Seattle is terrible right now. So is Portland. It is terrible right now. You can't go anywhere. And I live in a really, really nice area where tourists and stuff come to visit Seattle. This is where they come. And it is getting bad over here. You can walk. I can hear it from the rooftop. I live on the roof. I can hear people screaming to the top of their lungs. Every other now and then. At night, I heard just people getting lit up somewhere. It's bad out here. We stand with our president. Exactly. So do I. What we voted for? Exactly. We voted for this. Brown, white, black, green, blue, whatever it is, everyone deserves a safe community. Exactly. Yep, no doubt. Trump is the best president ever. That's what I'm saying. Like, so far, I've been through a lot of presidents in my lifetime. You know, I've only been on the earth 47 years, but one I can actually recall from Reagan when I was a kid up until now, Trump is the only one I've seen that actually went out and do something about what he says. So I can't really complain about, anything.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but imagine you open your door and you see crime all over the place, and you're in the power to do something about it.
Trump.
You expect for the president of the United States to be sitting in the White House, have crime breaking out all around him, having an intern trying to come to work for him who got attacked, and him not do nothing about it. He has the power to do something about it. These people out here are
As you can hear the sirens going off in the background while she's talking. That's crazy.
armed. They don't care. They can't aim. That's why he had to bring in the Marines or bring in whoever the military. These people have no respect. It wasn't raised right. What are you supposed to do? Sit back and not do nothing? The person was attacked trying to get to the White House. That's all he doing. He got to clean up his house before you go clean up somebody else's. He's trying to clean up the D.C. because that's where the White House is located. The first president in history is trying to clean up D.C. God bless America till it's backwards. Good job, President Trump. Clean up your town.
That's crazy because, yeah, D.C. has been fucked for a pretty long time. So is Maryland. Because I have, my sons, they live over in Virginia, and they say it's bad out there. Going to D.C. and, stuff like that all around the cities and towns around. There's no good going on right over there.
Quiet as a church mouse, young. I came all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue this morning. So peaceful, young. I don't smell no weed, young. I don't see no homeless people. I mean, I came all the way through the southeast side, all the way down here. You can see now I'm at the White House, jump, man.
It's clear.
Quiet, young. It's a shame that it takes somebody to have to sit in your classroom in order for you to be in order, yeah.
That's crazy because I remember back in the day, like your parent or some other teacher or principal, like if a kid was bad, they come and sit down and just watch the kids because that's how bad they are. They need constant supervision. We got like a lot of grown adults right now. They claim to be grown. These new age youngins, YNs walking around. They just don't know how to act. And that's the result, Washington, D.C., Maryland, all those places in that surrounding area, the DMV, is bad because of we let everything just run rampant for so long and no one's cleaning it up. Now we got a president doing that and people are complaining about it. How are you going to complain about trying to fix a problem that's been going on for so long? I'm just appalled at, people who even do something like that. Oh, I'm mad that you're trying to clean up everything, and you're doing this to the homeless. You're deporting people. He's trying to clear it all up. He's trying to fix this broken country, and people are complaining about it. Mostly Democrats, but people are complaining about it nonetheless.
Because that's what it feels like, yeah. You got to be babysitted to do your job, yeah. Stuff been out of control for years. You got to do better, yeah. You got to do better, yeah. And mainly, young, you got the problems. It's us, man. It's always us giving everybody a bad name, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how long this lasts, yeah. How many murders was it last night? How many carjackings was it last night?
Boy.
Talk to me.
It was like 7 for the past week over here in Seattle.
And y'all keep on posting all these data numbers and things of that nature that y'all see everybody else reposting. The stuff that came from the Metropolitan Police Department and the mayor, yeah.
Seeing crime is low when it's not.
Man. Let me tell you something. You can't be that stupid. You can't be, man. Who enters that information to get that data analysis, yeah? People do. You can enter whatever numbers you want to make whatever report show what, but you can't hide the crime, young. You can't do it. Let me give you something to break it down to you for those that don't understand. I retired from UPS, right? So what they used to do to play with the numbers or whatever, we have mission packages, you'll have drivers over the hours. They'd go in and enter the information and the report would show whatever they needed to show to keep their bonus that week for their bosses not to fire their ass.
It's true, because they do the same thing in the military. The same thing goes in the medical field. If you're behind on a certain thing, they'll try to break a separate category to make the things that are actually set in place that are actually doing better, they try to beef those up and make them look like, oh, see, we're doing a good job. We're doing a good job. That's the same thing what he's talking about is going over here in Seattle right now. Like, oh, well, not this many shootings happen, but all these homeless people over here, we're starting to get them, we're starting to clean up the place. We're not mentioning that, yeah, once they go over there to clean up this place, there's homeless people, they get up and just pack their stuff, move to, 2-3 blocks away and set up shop somewhere else. They do that here all the time, especially when like big events happen here in Seattle. The football season's about to start. We got to get all these homeless people from around, T-Mobile Stadium. We got to move them somewhere, or So what they do, they pick them up, they go park somewhere else for another couple of weeks until it's over with, until everybody's cleared out. All the high-ranking people with some type of authority is gone, and then all the homeless people just got moved back over to where they were. So she's putting a band-aid on the problem.
That stuff. And I don't know if you ever had to deal with the DC government, young, but they suck, young. They have got a lot more better now that the officers have did what they had to do and got all of these people out of the government and got rid of the riffraff and things of that nature. People actually do work now.
You gotta think about it. The stuff that this happened, the states that normally happening, this stuff in, is mostly Democratic states. I'm not saying that, Republican states, red states aren't having issues, but it's nowhere near to this level as what's going on in, like, say, here in Washington, Oregon, California, New York, DC, Virginia, places like that.
Let me give you this for example, right? You got carry and conceals or whatever that were being issued by the DC separate department that was handling the gun license and the things of that nature. They went from turnaround time for like 4 months, 5 months for you to have to get a gun registered in DC.
So it's taking like a week, maybe like a day.
To 2 weeks. It used to take you 3 months just to get an appointment to talk to somebody and take your information and your gun down there. Now, you go online right now and they got appointments available tomorrow. How does that happen? What changed? You put some fire under their asses and now they want to do some work.
Exactly. Let's see what these comments say. I'm a Black American citizen and I proudly voted for Donald Trump 2025. Adults are in charge now. Let's make DC great again. It's only a handful of us respectable black men left. Glad I came across your post. And also, people who are on the side of Trump, a lot of black folks, usually the ones that always get in trouble, they're quick to call you bootlicker, coon, Uncle Tom, and all of the typical, shaming language they do for black people that are trying to do right and don't want to be held to that same lower class standard as a lot of other black people do. I'm not reading that paragraph. But white liberals want you to accept poverty and squalor situations. And, we don't have to live this way. It's always been a choice, and Trump exposing that there's different ways. We can live better. We can do better, type of shit. As a DMV native, this makes me smile. The adults are in charge now. Playtime is over. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are upset when they're tired of it. They just want, to be able to go outside, sit on their stoops, because I think that's what they got over there in that area. Pretty much like a porch, but steps. Sit on their steps and just enjoy being out in public without having to worry about seeing homeless tents all over the place, seeing people in drugs, people hollering, people driving by robbing, stealing, killing. They just want to be able to enjoy life.
By this video, black people in DC, get your and take care of them police officers like they should have been.
What type of ignorant shit is that? Black people get your and take care of the police. See, this is this type of shit I'm talking about. Like ignorant black people. But yet, to me, to her, I'm the one that's the Uncle Tom. I'm the one that's trying to be with the white man, bound to be a bootlicker. Because I want to do right. I want to follow the law. I want to be a normal, law-abiding citizen. But I'm the one that's the problem. When it couldn't be further from the truth. It's these type of people,
been taken care of 50 years ago.
See, she's the type of person that you don't want in your circle.
Exactly.
She is what we refer to as ghetto fatigue. But you love your community so much that you're trying to set them up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go ahead and listen to that psycho if you want to. I'm still shocked at the fact that she had balls to get on the internet and tell people to do something that she wouldn't even do. She doesn't even realize that she's a part of the problem.
Exactly.
You're just giving them more of a reason to go out there and enforce
And fix-
law and order. But seriously, did she really believe that the community would listen to her and sabotage their whole future?
Black people are tired of it
Because
now.
she's in her feelings? Yeah, she's
The hard-working
definitely
blacks.
the problem to the solution. You know, the type to fight fire with fire and then act super shocked when you get burned. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm still shocked that she fixed her lips to say that. Come on now. But I'm gonna leave it at that because I know no one is crazy enough to follow her advice. Not even herself.
It's wild. Actually, she's young. She looks fairly young too. So we got these youngins out there, both black and men and women. That's how they think. We don't want the cops. Oh, cops bad. Cops racist. Blah 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 blah. They're hold us down. Like I said, I've been on the earth 47 years. I've never really truly felt racism like that. So never had issues with the cops, and I used to speed all the time. I broke all types of traffic laws. Anything happen, if I get pulled over, is because of something that I did. I know it was stupid. But, all these people going around, go kill cops, see, ignorant people. TikTok followers said that they turned her into the FBI. Good. I'm sick and tired of this app not doing anything about the blatant threats on people's lives, but they give people violations for saying the mildest things in the comments. Yep, that's true. I've been on Facebook jail and TikTok jail a couple times. My little brother's a police officer. People like her are threatening him. He has a wife and little girls. He's a good man and a good cop. He doesn't deserve to be treated like this. Exactly. At the end of the day, police officers, LEOs, law enforcement officers, all these guys, they're humans just like all of us. They have families just all of us. Wants, needs, aspirations. They just go out to do their job. Their job is pretty much going out there policing people like her that are doing bad and causing crime and disturbances in the area. But it's just wild that people think that way. But that's all I got to say about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What you think about these people's mindsets as far as this is what they want in DC. They want it to be clean. They want to they want to have a nice area where they can go out and just enjoy life in. Comment down below. Like I said, I'd like to hear what you have to say. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and catch you next video.